It is Sunday, the first Sunday of February, might I add. And we got a new weekly. And it's Trumpets and spawning with maybe a shark involved and Spinosaurus, etc., etc. And there's technically 4 squad stuff with like the Metrodon, Buffalo, Starfish, even though Starfish is impossible unless you have an owl. Then there's also leveling stuff. Team Spirit, I guess, Crow, Flounder, Alpaca, but again, I kind of feel like Alpaca is useless. Like, it's either too good or it's useless, because this giving half a level, you still can't guarantee get levels for the Team Spirit triggers, so it's just I'm a bit of a hater on that, I think. I'm a bit of a hater on that. Anyway, this is a good looking start though. Did they change the moth and I didn't even look? I think that might, I don't know, maybe they did and maybe they didn't. Broken Submarines, that one that everyone heard about like in the past, in 2025 or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? The one that everyone died in, or whatever it was. Microbe summons could be something. Yeah, that's an example. That's an example of a thing that it could be. Nice. Level, we got a level going in. Yeah, I don't remember. It wasn't not the one that was going into the Titanic or something. I don't know, whatever it was. Whatever it was, we win. That's a great start. Double win to start is amazing. Obviously, level 3 Bison. Plus Bison is a thing as well. The food stuff, I think, is not real. I don't think that is real at all. There's nothing to really go with it. So yeah, spawns and trumpets, I think, are probably the best things to be doing. Kind of almost the only things to be doing in some respects. Ooh, we're going trumpets. We're going trumpets. I guess go like this. I don't know, there's part of me that wants, so this gives 4, so it's a 6 something. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Faint and sell. Give 1 level 2 sell friend experience. I think I'm going to roll and buy something that I want to see. 5 enemy attacks transform into an that's not bad. It's either this or the squid. You know what? I never take the squid. You know what? I never take the squid. So let's squid in front of this so that it'll use and trumpet from this, and then that'll make whatever's in front weak. Guinea fowl likely to guaranteed live at least 1 turn. Seems like a decent idea. Seems like a decent idea. I mean, at least that's what I think. Or we just win. That also can happen. Mushroom goes with spawn strategies. Some food that's kind of okay. Durian's not bad. This is whatever. I don't think you can make use of transforming in the shop to be particularly useful here. Beyond just like, oh, I have a level 3 of something and I'd rather try to get something else or whatever, but there is something to be said. And I don't think I've ever done this, but let's say you get to the tier 3 turns and you get you level up to get a tier 4 early, just taking it what it is no matter what, or maybe whatever it is. If you level up and get something early and taking it no matter what, even if it's not good, hoping you could transform it into something you want better, like, I guess it's like a bit of a winding road to get there, but I suppose that's true. No croissant to pair with the beetle, the golden beetle. That was what I reopened the shop for. So I'm probably not gonna bother. Robin is another. Man, they really wanted us to go with a Robin, huh? The problem with this, I guess if I did this, I could do this here and then still have another. Like, we don't necessarily care about that. Just go all in on trumpets. Yeah, well, if I wait a turn though. We're not level 3 in it. Okay, I will do this. We haven't lost yet, so I'm not worried about... How about a crazy late game team of Team Spirit with Catfish Angler for guaranteed levels for scaling? Catfish Angler? Oh, would that work? We got a bigger dog. Choose one free pet from your last opponent to stock. Doesn't that not work? Because you need your opponent to have it? I guess if it's level 2, right? Then you get... Well, no, you would need it to be level 3, so you could buy 3, and then, like, purchase a level version of it. I guess that would be a crazy way to do that. That would be... It is an interesting idea. Well, that's odd, isn't it? It's a lot of money to do all of that. And we could just get a booby instead. I kind of like the idea of just taking the booby, because we are actually doing the trumpet thing. So I'm not mad about that. I need 4 though? That seems tough to pull off, right? Well, I guess if I... Problem is, if I sell the moth, then it doesn't really work. Because the guinea fowl won't get to go. But if I sell the groundhog, then I can't... Well, and then this is spending a trumpet too. Is there... I guess we could, like... You could, like, mess up the order for, like, a couple of turns to in order to try to get the the slices on people. I think I'm going to sell this. Going to buy this. Going to sell this. Going to freeze the chocolate. Then I will buy a booby and put it here for a turn, I guess. I guess that's what I'm doing. There are, yeah, start of battle trumpets would be good. I believe the Highland Cow is available. So that's something. We do lose though. Because he did not have the money to purchase all of that. Yeah, so okay, that actually does help. That also is nice. So I guess in a world I could like do this and give a trumpet to you, and then move you up front, and then, I don't know, we can mess around. But yeah, start of battle trumpets would be nice. I do realize that it didn't do the whole, you know, it didn't ink. I am aware it didn't ink. It will now ink, though. It will now ink. Well, I guess I do that. I did see the whatever you call it there. The actually I do not want to spend the trumpets this turn. So we go like this. We got double melon. We're probably gonna buy that crow to level the bird so that the bird makes enough trumpets to then melon the guinea fowl. There's a whole system of things here. There's a whole system. It's time to finally sell this. We go here. We go here. We do kind of just need this to be leveled first so I can do everything else. I know there's a temptation to level this and then like redo the melons or whatever it does. What does it do? Melon slice that works twice. That's nice. That's nice. Bernie and Bells. Okay, so now we can go here. I think we just buy a flounder, and we do this. Okay, I'm just gonna get the level for free. There is something to be said about trying to cuckoo as well to guinea fowl or something, maybe. But perhaps we get the giant isopod going instead. Is that next turn? Yeah, I think I'll leave the spot open. Anyway, stream-wise this week, been hitting some demos more. Pretty good looking squad there. What if you got squidded? Ah, you moved something back. I don't know what happened. They sniped this? That must have been what happened. And that's just a good unit. It's just a good unit. Granted, I don't know how you get stats on it. Eat food. Transforms give the back tomb friends XP. Can't really do the zebra until I sell this, huh? I don't think, like, the Hydra is generically good, but it doesn't really combine with anything we're doing here. The other problem is, if we get the Highland Cow, then that doesn't do anything yet either. Really, we just need the giant isopod. Right? Or no? Does give 1 more health in the future mean permanent? No, it must not. It must mean like the next time in battle, instead of giving 2, it gives 3. Oh, it is perma. Oh, okay. Then that's better. Because I was like, if it only is actually the in-battle health, then that doesn't actually combine with Highland Cow. But I think we basically just want these 2. So, with that in mind then, I've never done a squid achievement, and we still might not anyway, but technically it's gonna be closer to leveling up. Okay, so this is the order I want, and I don't think I want any of this. We don't need that one, so here we go. Perma upgrade for battles? Oh, so it is the thing I said where it doesn't actually work with getting the guy bigger, does it? Yeah, so it doesn't actually work with the Highland Cow, huh? That's a shame. That's a bit of a shame. You didn't give this melons. Why is that? Oh, because this spent oh, I get it. I'm stupid. Alright then. I guess do it here first. And then do it here. Even though it doesn't really make sense. Well. So I'm gonna save money and do that. Well, I guess I freeze in case I rolled. Well, okay. Choose and transform into a pet. An interesting gamble, but I guess I'm doing this. I don't know what's happening. It would help with the foul, but the problem is, I guess we're close to 10, so maybe it would be okay. But I think the melon slice would also be nice. What was some of the demos? Zoominos? Zoom in, like, anyway. Zoominos. Then we had Crop Deck. Don't Stop Girly Pop, which is going to be my recommendation just because it's ridiculous. Well, it would be nice to have you, but how about this? Yeah, so the problem with this is that it doesn't actually really do anything yet. Oh. Oh. T-Rex scaling. Do I won't have 2 tier 5 friends is the problem. I would have 1. Because, you know, in theory, like, you get rid of the bird up front. Or to then bring in the cow. But I think we could also just level the cow right now. So I guess I'm gonna do that. Because that seems actively good. That seems probably actively a good thing to do. I guess do this because we want to give you the upgraded melon. We're going for squid achievement, I think, is what's happening. Going for the squid achievement. Why not? On Wednesday, instead of Wood Carve Wednesday in gaming, it was something a little different. It was in fact a special stream because Thursday was National Jigsaw Puzzle Day. So, what we did... Alright, tier or higher. Nah, that's the same as doing this. What we did... Oh, I should have moved the booby. That's alright. I went through a bunch of puzzles that I have had for the past however many years. And for the past 6 or 7 years, I've done about one puzzle stream a year-ish. And I still had them all done, like not packed up, and so we packed them all up and went over the history of some of the streams and stuff. It was a good time. I am getting worried that we're gonna lose out from this position, which is a little spooky. Mushroom. Mushroom could be more interesting than a slice potentially here. That could be potentially more interesting. There's you. Kind of too late, I would think. We're going for the win. I think I am gonna do this then. This is 2, so then bring you back here. And the soft ice. Alright, let's see. Let's see how it goes. It's kind of been awkward. It's almost the guinea fowl has ended up going against other people's dogs. So then I didn't end up doing more like guinea fowl hit triggers for stuff. Damn, that was so close. It was like a 1 HP difference. This song is great, by the way, if you're not familiar. So the booby is not actually useful anymore. There's something to be said. I think we sell this regardless. The question is, Hydra plus mushroom? I think Hydra plus mushroom's not bad. It's either that or you snake, but I think because we won't have a lot of health, I think you... I mean, you could snake behind the dog, but I think this plus mushroom is not crazy either. Back snake better. I don't know, most of the fights with the dogs have just been like dog v dog and everyone dies. Well, this is a bad matchup. That's a bad matchup. So that would have been a spot where the snake would have been a little bit better. Would have been a little bit better for sure. Level 3. Unfortunate. Level 3 cow would have been nice too. The 1/1 Hydra doesn't spawn anything. True. So probably a Durian would be better off. This is unfortunate. Okay. Those are pretty big upgrades. And cheese me. Inking snakes is good. That's true. I guess you could just have the... I guess I should probably be having the squid in front, maybe? Although this looks like a win. This one's a win. Alright, we got there in the end. I got my squid achievement. Maybe got a little messy there, you're right. I kind of forgot that the... Oh, and that's right. We got the... What was that? What's that thing called again? What's that guy called? The stilt. We got the stilt win as well. I think you can go like this. Snooty pumpkins. I should do the code. Yeah, if you use promo code Purtle on the... Oh, did that person not have any pets? What the heck? What the... Yes, if you use the code Purtle, then yes, indeed, you can have the benefit. Ooh. That's an... What's that image with the guy at the car that's like, fan of type of thing, and then the image has lots of whatever that thing is? You know what I'm talking about? Me, fan of winged insects that are mostly yellow is my style, or what, however it goes. Oh, it was a pygmy seahorse, that's why it happened, okay. We still lost, and I got triple moth triggers. God damn. That's pretty crazy. So this is a situation where I do plan on keeping the moth for the purposes of going for a bison, just because that seems like a pretty good idea. This is good tempo stuff to just have like right there, I would imagine. And we're going to be keeping this for a while, so I'm not opposed to tossing that on there too. It has a chance of silk mothing if this gets one shot as well. Seems like a decent move. We don't have the trumpet stuff to do the squid or anything either, so... Well, it didn't work, but... it indeed didn't. Back front of silk moth Quetzal is not bad, I agree. Alright, now... I guess this should be here then, right? Well, I guess you technically want it in the last almost, just so that it doesn't give the stats to other stuff. I'm willing to fuse... What is this? What else would I be looking for here? Kind of nothing really. I guess you could just like have a goldfish to have one for a while, or a golden beetle to have one, or a pig. They're all kind of okay. I guess I'll do that to try to force something to buy here. All right. All right. You know what? How about this? How about this? Well, I think we're gonna get multiple triggers of the healing, which is pretty good, turns out. Pretty good, it turns out. So start with our double level. Well, it's not like we really have a specific strategy going on. We're just playing kind of good early units. It's not like we have spawns or trumpets or this or that. I guess you could, I guess you Saiga Antelope here. We don't have spawn units to go with that necessarily, but it doesn't seem like a terrible idea. I don't know, am I supposed to heal this guy? Maybe I'm supposed to heal this guy. We don't really have the spawns going on is one thing, though. Activate end turn. The reason I bought these separately is because I anticipated not necessarily running into stuff that I want right now. Like even this, I'm not really trying to level this. Because this gives my opponent health. Pink Robin does seem dead. Is there even anything at tier 3 we're really looking for here? Not really. I mean, unless you did mole and had perks and you get an extra spawn out of that, I suppose. But yeah, not really spawning stuff taking place until Beluga Whale? Doesn't seem great. Beluga Whale and Hydra? And then, you know, Cod or whatever. Yeah, it doesn't seem great. Doesn't seem fantastic. I guess we're kind of looking for a bison as well, because we have the level 3, just to get something that just cod for extra spawns instead of mole. Yeah, I guess that's true. It's just better. Well, that's, again, we have seen that be pretty effective. We have seen this combination be pretty effective right now. I do think I'm down to get rid of you. Oh, that's not the thing I thought it was. That's not the thing I thought it was. I think we're gonna like kind of temporarily take some items to aggressively hope to have some more value here. Like I could have Demetrodon or something, but I think I really am gonna try to look for the bison and then maybe, I don't know, either that or we get something that inspires us to keep trumpeting or spawning here. Neither of those are those things. I don't even know, I don't even really feel like we're trying to microbe necessarily either. And this isn't like, this is a friend ahead, so you don't even really get that benefit. At the same time, what else am I looking for? I guess I'll put this on one of these so that they don't get super sniped. And you know what? Maybe we are just continuing to do this for now. Just try to keep winning, I guess. Seems like could go wrong pretty quick though. There is some let me get some sad news in at least here, which is that close to a draw. There are some folks that have passed away in the past week, and it is sad. So, who passed away? Well, a couple of people. One, Catherine O'Hara. Ooh, yes, I panda. Catherine O'Hara has passed away. Wonderful actress. I guess if we're, you know what? If we're summoning, then this is a good one to be summoning with. Why not? Additionally, yes. Additionally, for the Magic community, Kai Buddha passed away. One of the goats of the game. Many people say the goat of the game, in fact. But regardless, one of the goats of the game. It's a big dog. And in more local news for me in particular, arguably the moth instead, but whatever. I'm going for this. Yeah, I probably should have done the moth instead and kept the thing that gives trumpets on. That would have probably made more sense. That probably would have made more sense. We can mushroom this, that'll be good to do. I don't think there's any reason I would want to transform. I will hang on to this. I'm not going to do it now because we get an extra spawn out of this by going there, but something to keep in mind. What would we want to swallow? Probably a Nyala, basically. Right? That's pretty much it. Microbe. Microbe could be, that could be an idea, honestly. A microbe would not be crazy. Put it up front, summon the microbe, we're doing spawns. I know we'll have like kind of the bison in the back, but still. There was a ship in Gloucester, which is in Massachusetts, that sunk / people have passed away. So that is indeed also sad. I'm gonna try this because we talked about it. We did talk about this strategy, so let's try it. And we can always get rid of the moth later as well. So that's sort of another aspect to this situation that I think is not crazy. Now, a mushroom... Does a mushroom on a beluga work? Would it double spawn something? I don't think it does. So I'm tempted to durian is what my thought process is here. I'm gonna durian. Oh, I did the stupid thing. Yeah, I did the thing. God damn it. God damn it. I did the thing. Well, this is maybe winnable still. But that is funny that it happened. We did still win. We got away with it. I think we would have gotten away with it more if that had a weakness on it, but... Alright, here we go. Feed this. I guess this is still better to feed now than... Because the Hydra's better than the Flounder. And yeah, still don't necessarily want that, so I'll feed this again. We're looking for leveling the Saiga to then get rid of the Moth to bring in something else. Maybe a Hydra. And then we're looking to microbe that fella. This seems like an easy win. It wasn't as big of a blunder as Yak Wall Chicken, that's true. It's not a bad thing to swallow either, just to get more trumpets on there. I think I'm down to just because, like, getting this level 2 is also just good, and so if we already have it leveled and don't have to, like, re-chocolate it, that's not the worst thing. Spinosaurus is not the craziest thing, I guess, in a sense either. To, like, as a replacement here once we don't have level 3 anymore, although you could almost argue to just get rid of this and then do Spinosaurus instead. I wonder how silly that would be or not. I mean, we're at 8 out of 10, so I think I'm gonna... Don't do that, that'd be a bad idea. Don't do that, you know. Freeze this for the future. Damn, I should have done that other food instead. We're not trying to level you. And now the microbe is missing. We cannot find the microbe. Oh, you transformed into the fish. That's interesting. Okay. Only getting one attack out of your snake is an interesting choice, I would say. A snake is also not a bad one to be behind spawners and stuff, but again... Okay, here we go. Level. You do the level first, then you roll, then we do this. You eat. Now I gotta make sure to basically never take a soft ice ever again. Level 3 the Saiga, maybe mushroom the eagle, etc, etc. We'll get there. What else happened in the past week? Pro Tour Lorwyn Eclipse just happened on today. That was pretty good. Feel like that also worked out pretty well. Hey, I won already. I kind of forgot. I was at 9. We kept the moth. I mean, this did not need to be the bison, clearly, but if we got the bison a little earlier, would have been better. Obviously, many upgrades to be had. But we started off strong, if I recall, for this session. So that this second run here, so that makes sense. But I did want to say, shoutouts to Sam Ruth from New Zealand, who had Boston University track yesterday at the BU Classic. Now keep this in mind. From New Zealand, 16 years old. 16. He became the youngest man ever at 15 to break 4. That was when he was 15. Now that he's 16, his first indoor track race ever at Boston. He's from New Zealand, so we had to travel really far, semi-jet lagged-ish maybe. Ran, and absolutely incredible. You ready for this? 3:48 as a 16-year-old, breaking the like 40-something-year-old national record of New Zealand from a legendary runner in their own right. Just incredible. That kid has quite a future. And hopefully we have a future of more 10 wins. Because if I'm correct, we got another streak going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll see if that streak can keep going as we do another session of this weekly upcoming. But lots of other news I didn't get to talk about because I was just winning.